Hey Aiden, what's up? Welcome. Yo, my name is Vance. And I'm making some wooden pipes. They start out like this, and partway through they might look something like that. Here's one that's closer to done. Here's some other ones. So that's what I'm working on tonight. I'm gonna move you guys over towards the drill press. Mess around with this for a minute. Yeah, what up, Mr. Bubba Johnson? How you doing, sir? For anybody that's joining us, we are making some pipes tonight, just trying out some different ideas, different little shapes. Really boots for that. Dude, I love that drill press. Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice to have. It is hey James, what's up? It's walnut. It's black walnut. It's it's fully dried though, dude. It is. You're right. It's very hard. And I accidentally went clear through the wood on that one, dude. So looks like this one's going in the trash pile. Went a little too deep on that. So lesson learned, bro. Lesson learned. Oh, dang it. What happened? Yo, the wood inside this one's all punky, dude. I don't think it's I don't think that's salvageable, dude. This is real punky right there. I can't have that on a mouthpiece. All right, now we're going to get to shaping them a little more. We got some rough shapes here. I got some rough shapes cut out there. Hey Jackie, what's happening? Okay, we got some rough shapes cut out. What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome, everyone. What up, Big? How you doing, sir? The vise came with the bench. It's just the Harbor Freight woodworking bench for like 150 bucks. The vise came with it, dude. Oh, dude, I need to take a break from that respirator for a second. It's so hot. It's like 85 degrees in my shop here, dude, and the respirator and the goggles are killing me, dude. We can ever so lightly get that off with a chisel. Yeah, we can just lightly get that edge with the chisel there. Yeah, buddy, that is a sharp little bugger. Oh. Sharp little bugger, dude. Anyway, back to that. Senior chisel. one's gonna have like a little. This one's gonna have like a little curve to it, so that it kind of fits in the hand like that. See? Little ergonomic curve for the hand. Yeah, buddy. And we are going to have to take a little bit off this side to even it out. And I'm thinking file for that. Hey, Lions, what's up, brother? So yeah, Lions, they just make another little pipe, but this one's got like a little spot for it to sit right there. So you can, yeah. I think I'm gonna get after that with a file though. I'm with the chisel a little bit. It's good to see you, Lions, dude. Must be late, huh? Late over there. Yeah, buddy, the ergonomic pipe, bro. I kind of want to put a little gouge in it right there, dude. Like a little swoopy little valley right there. Yeah, you know what? It actually ended up super hot here today, where it's still like 85 degrees out here. Do I have gouges, dude? Oh, I had little, like a tiny gouge. Will this work? Will this do what I want? I know the answer to that. It's this, actually. Oh, dang. There we go. There we go. They're saying that over here it's going to be a pretty bad summer, heat-wise. What they're saying anyway. Yeah, it's over 80 degrees in the shop right now for sure. put a bunch of straw down in my garden the other day so I don't have to water it as much, dude. It was already getting to the point where I had to water every day, and that is not acceptable. So I put a nice thick layer of straw down. Now I'm watering like every 3 days, maybe. Luckily, though, it cools off pretty quick at night here. I think maybe it's because of the elevation. So I'm just going around putting a little band of ridges around the outside of this. That's what's happening right now. And I want to make sure that, even though I need to make a lot of these pipes, I want to make sure that each one is like unique. Kevin, what's happening, brother? Yeah, the garden's starting to look real good, dude. Real good. Yeah, I'd like for each pipe to, even though they're going to be similar, to have their own little, each pipe will have its own little unique flavor, That's kind of the goal. No, Lions, we bought this house last year. We've been here like a little over a year, and it's like a third of an acre. So it's not very big, but it's in a burn scar, so it was like pretty barren when we got here. Um, but I've been slowly but surely cracking away on it, and it's starting to come around. Where Tim's here, dude? What's up, buddy? Eco's here? What up? What's happening, Tim? Oh, what up, dude? Welcome. We have a couple people from Virginia in here. A couple Virginians. Hey, thank you, dude. Thank you. To be honest with you, Tim, I'm kind of winging it most of the time, bro. Just like everything else in life, I just do what I think I want to do and wing it. You know. I guess over time, it's getting better. It's definitely getting better. I'd like to, who can carve, dude, is he's in the chat right now. Lions Fix It Shop. That dude can carve, bro. He'll just like he'll take like a log, and then it turns it into a fucking bowl or something by hand, you know. How can I get to that, bro? Just hold it in my hand, or hold it in my hand. Or can we do it like that? There we go. Just as that's what makes life fun, live, laugh, love, be happy. I always wanted to carve, but still haven't learned. But try every day. I start making pipes to learn more skill and hope to do. Cottonwood face is nice, dude. Yeah, carving is fun, dude. Carving is super fun. I like to carve like little gnome heads too, and I'd like to try some greenwood carving. I just can't get my hands on decent greenwood. But I'm getting better, dude. I'm making these little pipes for there's a reggae show coming up in July. It's like an all-day reggae festival, and I have a booth there. So I need to get some stuff made, and I feel kind of under the gun. But Tim, if you want to like see more carving, dude, follow Lions Fix It Shop there in the chat. He's a fantastic carver, dude. In fact, I learned a lot of stuff from watching Lions, dude. So I kind of want this pipe to look like a little micro tree trunk. You know what I mean? The show is July 11th. So however many days that is, it's too close, bro. It's already almost June. I only have 5 pipes ready for staining or whatever, sanding and staining. I did order some 100% tung oil for those. And I need to get some activated charcoal so I can mix it with honey to do the condition the bowl. You're a flint napper, dude? That's sick, bro. If you're a napper, I have tons of obsidian. Like I live on a volcano. Check this out, dude. I got like literal, like tons of this shit. This is all obsidian, bro. I don't know how to nap though. But I got a big pile of obsidian like that just right outside the door. Once I get a couple of bucks, I'm going to send some obsidian over to Lions, but it's a lot to ship it over there. I think if you can flint nap, then you can work obsidian too. Pretty sure it's a similar concept, right? Breaking off flakes. Okay, I think that's good for this side. I'm just trying to make this piece look like a tree trunk. That's what I'm shooting for. I want this part of it, like the bowl part, to be a tree trunk. Does that look like a tree trunk? Are you guys getting tree trunk vibes off this one? With the ergonomic little scallop cut out of it. Tree trunk? Yeah? No? Tree trunk? Oh hell yeah. Definitely tree trunk. Alright, thank you. We got tree trunk going on. Then I gotta somehow make the mouthpiece look like a little branch or whatever, dude. Mr. Bubba Johnson, dude. It's a fucking great name, dude. I remember the first time you came in here, Bubba Johnson. It was a long time ago, and I remember being like, damn, that is a fantastic handle, bro. Bit Lord of the Rings on that one. Nice, dude. Is that Scuba? Scuba Steve, dude. So Tim, I know you're new here, but like pretty much everybody in the chat is an artist in one way or another. Like Lyons is a carver and woodworker and just super knowledgeable about all kind of shit, metalwork too. But Scuba Steve also a woodworker. Mike Taz River Artisan does like laser and CNC stuff, woodworking. His wife does tailoring, I guess you would call it tailoring, cloth working, and she makes like fucking cool ass backpacks and shit. So yeah, you're in the right place, I think, dude, because a lot of crafters hang out here. Whatever, you're fucking hella good, Lions. All right, so I think we're pretty good on the bowl. It's definitely looking like an old weather tree trunk. Now we gotta work. Now we gotta work down the this part. Homeboy driving by listening to commercials hella loud. It's all good, man. It's all good, man. Don't even sweat it. First, let's get this down a little bit here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That is going to tear out so bad. Maybe we'll try this. Maybe. I don't like that at all, bro. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Get out the trusty chisel. There we go. So, I kind of want to. How can I do that, dude? How can I do that without fucking this whole thing up? I got it. I got it, bro. With a little saw. The wee little saw. We'll do a couple cuts with the saw. Whoa, buddy, whoa. Lions, Wes is making me a knife, a carving knife, dude. It's pretty sick. But I found out to just to ship you one piece of obsidian like this big is like $60, dude. Because I wanted to ship you a piece of obsidian for your fucking shillelagh. And then they were like, nope, that's $60. And I was like, God damn, bro. That's a lot. But I imagine you guys don't have a lot of obsidian over there, would be my guess. No, he's in Tim. He's like in Sherwood Forest over in England, bro. He's over there fucking robbing the hood. Okay, dude, that's not my good hand, and that is not working out. Let's mark where we want the saw to go with a chisel. Then we'll have a nice little, or just break it off with a chisel. That also works. Ocean light, come on, bud. There you go. The Stanley knife works. You know who taught me? You know who gave me the idea for the Stanley knife was BK, dude. BK was like, "Hey, why don't you use why don't you try using a Stanley knife?" And at first, it sucked and was hard to use, and then you get used to it, and it's not too bad. I don't know what happened to BK. She hasn't been around in a very, very long time. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I just wanted to ship. It's basically I just want to send my friend a rock, and they're like $60, dude. So Scuba Steve for the Gandalf pipe. There's a lot of videos about that, and they call it the. I think it's called like the Lore Master pipe or something. Um, a lot of videos on it. You're gonna want to be able to like. You're gonna want to be able to steam your wood so the big long like like mouthpiece thing you can bend it because you drill the hole in it and then you steam it and then bend it. That's how you get that. Lore Warden, was it Lore Warden pipe? You don't need a bandsaw for it, dude. All right. I kind of want this mouthpiece to look like a little nub sticking off, like a little nub of wood sticking off, dude. Yeah, it's crazy that it costs so much to shit something. We need to get Lions over here for a United States tour anyway. Been saying that for a while. We need to get Lions to the States and get we need to get Lions to the States and then have him link up with Wes and have them rent a van, travel the States, come visit all of us. Getting better. Starting to look right. Yeah, bro, or just rent a bike. Lions rent a bike over here, dude. Need to make a Lions. You need to make like a GoFundMe or whatever to get Lions over here, and we'll put it on his streams, dude. And all the women that hang out at his on his live streams will pay it, dude, because they want to see the Lions. Lions, when you say you need to fuck that country off anyways, it's sinking shit. I think that's a global phenomenon that's happening, brother. Okay, now it's starting to look like a little branch coming off of it, dude. Dude. Yeah, no shit, Scuba Steve. There's a Skyline Drive in California as well along the coast that is renowned amongst motorcyclists. Okay, I need this to be... I need that to be... Or maybe... Gonna be the one that saves me. Do I gotta fucking round one of these things, dude? There we go. Oh, 105 miles, that's huge. So I'm basically trying to make the transition between the bowl and the mouthpiece look a little more like natural, like, you know what I mean? It obviously has some way to go. There it is, dude. It is getting there. Definitely need to fix that. What's happening there? How though? Oh, dude, is it Dremel time? Is that what I need here? Is it freaking Dremel time, dudes? Dremel was not the answer for that. Now we need to redo this. Dremel was invented by Kenny Dremel because he got bored of sanding and only had a Stanley knife. Now we're partying. So we need to get this fucking thing off. Get out Lion's favorite tool, the Stanley knife. And then we can carve that down a little bit right there. Lions would use a bearded axe for this, dude, and just expertly fucking have it done already. Sometimes I think I need to remind myself that perfect is the enemy of done, and that this is a rustic pipe made out of wood, and so it needs to be a rustic pipe made out of wood. It's not going to be much more than that. They are always sharp, dude. That's the thing. Instead of sharpening it, am I going to get tear out if I go around the bottom, dude? I feel like I'm going to get tear out if I try that. All right, anyways, there it is, dude. Tree pipe. Tree pipe, guys. And I was thinking I might carve a little heart in it right here. Maybe. So now where are we at? We're at this weird one. You know, dude, I need to go. It's hot in here. I need to go grab a beverage, guys. I'll be back in 1 minute. So, what do you guys think about tree pipe? With a little ergonomic little thing for your hand right there. Tree pipe. Shh. Shh. And we've got this little one. We've got this little one. We've got these little ones. This one's also a little, fits your hand right there. And then this little one. I also ordered, and this came in today. Where the fuck is it? Did I bring him out here? Ah. These like 6-inch aircraft extension bits. That's what I was thinking, like everybody will find their one, Lions. So I have these 6-inch, I just got these today. So now I can make long pipes, dude. Now I can make longer pipes. And I ordered a 12-inch one that'll be here tomorrow. So, although that, you can make a long pipe with that one, dude. So the 12-inch one might have been overkill. The one that has a wing to fit a hand. That's, yeah, this one. This little guy. Just messing around, making all different ones, you know. You know how I like to, you know how I like to do, man. So this bowl, where's my nail? that I was using for marking. Oh, that'll do. Actually, that's not a nail, but it'll work. So this goes down to there. So there's the bottom of the bowl. So I could scallop some down like that. Pixels, what's up? Welcome back. So, you know, guys, like, I actually, like, I've had people talk shit to me in my stream about it before, about how my desk always looks like that, but I actually do work better with anything I can possibly need for the project at hand right here. And that's just how I do it. So how are we going to do this one, dude? This one just needs to be sanded here, sanded there. This one's almost done, dude. Or we could make the bowl rise up, dude. That would be so sick. Like if we fucking... Yeah. No, there's not enough meat. There's not enough meat on it for that. Let's get this sorted. You guys remember that one guy came in here and he was all, he's like, how can you call yourself a master carpenter if your shop's so dirty? And I was like, bro, I've never called myself that ever, bro. And you're a dickhead, you know? Go. Should have took a smaller bite with that one, bro. That's okay. We'll sort that out. Sort that out with the Stanley knife. There we go. That's what I want. Little chips coming off. Little fucking chips coming off it. Chips coming off of it, dude. You know, Lions, you can make fun of my Stanley knife, but I'm pretty sure this is the exact same knife that George Washington carved the Declaration of Independence with, dude. What on my desk would be best for vampire defense? If I have vampires here right now, I guess I would have to grab my cell phone holder because it's got a sharpened piece of walnut and try to... If I got a couple of minutes, I can just pump out vampire sticks pretty quickly. Harry, dude, what's happening? Vampire sticks, dude. Okay, let's get that sorted out right there, because that looks like garbage. So I don't really have like a design in mind for this one in my hand. I'm just kind of taking it as it comes. So like I need to get that off there. Yeah, my shop's pretty built up, Pixel. It's it is what it is, man. Bit of a mess, but I kind of operate a little better if it's kind of chaotic, dude. You know what's weird is like it's the opposite for me in the kitchen. Like I need my kitchen clean to be able to fucking work my magic in there. Oh, I know. I know what this needs. Where's the phone? Oh. Hey, what up, Villanueva? What up, big dog? I like the shape of this one, but it doesn't quite feel complete yet, so I'm gonna keep working on it. kind of want to... Is that too ambitious for this little piece, dude? You know, dude, if we fuck it up, we fuck it up. Let's try it. Let's fucking try it, bro. And see what happens. You're going to need something sharp and round. Maybe a little bigger. Maybe a little 3/4. Yeah, dude. Let's see. Damn, that shit is hard as a motherfucker, dude. No, dude. No. The cursive doesn't matter, bro. Who's writing notes anymore? All information is like available instantly at your fingertips. There's no need to take notes, and that's what cursive was for taking notes. So it makes sense cursive would die off, and shit dies off and new shit comes along. It's just how it works, man. Just like everything else. I mean, there's tons of people that don't know how to drive a manual transmission right now. And I learned on one. But, like, I'm not going to lament that. It doesn't matter. You know? The megacorps are fucking destroying the earth and fucking milking us for our labor. That matters more. That matters way more. I don't feel like the next generation is de-skilled. They have different skills. Like my kid's 25 and her crew are fucking cool as shit. So I think as a Gen Xer, dude, I see a lot of people of my generation turning into boomers and hating on the younger generation, and it's not necessary, bro. It's the megacorps are the problems, dude. The megacorps are the problems, not the kids. Not the trans kids, not the kids, not the next generation, not fucking whatever little bullshit they want us to fight about. The megacorps are the ones fucking us all and the planet. I'll get off my little soapbox now. And kind of like how, you know, kind of like how all the boomers talk shit on Gen X and millennials. It's like, bro, like, you guys are talking shit about a generation that you raised. Like the boomers, you raised the Gen X and the millennials and shit. And you help create the world that they're trying to survive in. And then you hate on them? If they were raised wrong and you guys were the ones that raised us, but you know what is being lost, Lions, is what is being lost is the arts, dude. The like arts like crafting and woodworking and metalworking, stuff like that. But there are the younger generation that are taking up the mantle of those things. That's true. And there's definitely a I got mine and I don't care about anybody else kind of attitude that goes on too, you know? That whole I got mine and everybody else can fuck off attitude that exists, bro. But really, the main thing fucking us and the entire planet, which by the way, we should be taking care of the planet, dude. It's a giant living spaceship, dude. It's the only one that we can see that's like it. We should be taking care of it. And we're fucking it. The megacorps are fucking it. They're using our labor to fuck it, and they're not even giving us the value of our labor. They're taking that too. Damn, how did I get on the soapbox, man? What the fuck happened? It's Friday night, we're chilling. Yeah, we should be taking care of the planet. There's no doubt about it. It absolutely should be the primary objective. Yeah, the primary objective should be to take care of the planet, bro. I just don't see why it's not. Like, because of money? Because fucking 20 dudes have more wealth than their 50 generations of their family could ever spend, and they want more? You know? They want more? Meanwhile, there's homeless fucking senior citizens, dude. People in their 70s that work their whole fucking life living on the streets, bro. People want to fucking hate on trans kids, bro. Hate on the fucking people actually oppressing us. Message held for review. What do we got? Oh, can you guys see Lion's message now? I clicked show. Should show Lion's message. It auto-modded it. But yo, yeah. Oh yeah, but like your neighbors aren't your enemy, bro. Dude down the street from you isn't your enemy. Unless he is, but like in general. In general, we all share. That's a good point. When they started dumbing down education. But that's the thing, man, is you have, you now have people that you can't ally with because they're fucking, they have violent fantasies against other people based on what they believe. And it's like, you can't really ally with somebody that has violent fantasies about hurting people in your family or whatever, dude. Does that make sense? Those people need to like break out of that programming. And until they do, they're not exactly safe to have around. Yeah, make homies with your neighbors, dude. Plant a garden. Even if it's a tiny container garden on your deck or whatever, man. Plant a garden. But yeah, you know, you did touch on it, Omega. You did touch on it with the Skynet thing, because the surveillance apparatus that they're building right now is fucking unheard of, dude. It's unheard of. The surveillance apparatus they have is insane, dude. Unprecedented in human history. You're also right. The people that have those that are still in the programming, they will be a problem. But really, dude, things might end up being okay. We don't fucking know for sure. But even if things do end up being okay, but in preparation you planted a garden, you learned some skills and some build and repair skills, you identified some like-minded people in your local area and started hanging out with them and trading ideas and trading with them. And then you do all this, and then everything goes to shit. Well, you have a little bit better chance to survive now that you did all that, right? You got a little bit of food production, you got a little bit of social network, right? But say you do all that and nothing happens and everything's okay. Well, then you still built like food supply network and a social network and like increase the richness of your life and the people around you anyway. So either way, plant a garden, work on your building and your repair skills. And if it's all good, then it's all good. And if shit goes down, well, then you have a little bit better shot. But the elites are insulating themselves from any potential fucking societal breakdown for sure. They're building giant compounds. Zuckerberg's building a giant compound. They all are, dude. Rather than change how they're operating and operate for the benefit of mankind, they just are trying to insulate themselves from the coming consequences of their actions instead of changing. That's fucking crazy. Where'd the chisel go, dude? Little chisel buddy? Yo, what the fuck? Did I knock it down or something, bro? Yo, thanks, buddy. All right, so this is how this pipe's looking now. Hey, Beard, what's up, dude? Shh. I think once it gets sanded, it'll be a cool little unique. Is that a dirt bike? This would be a cool little unique piece. Yo, Omega, that's good, dude. This is a cool little unique piece, dude. We'll keep that. I was wondering, maybe I should actually like was thinking about maybe taking the hard edge off this one, but maybe I'll do that with sanding. Maybe I'll do that in sand time. Okay, what do we got here? We got this big old chonker. This one has a nice grain along the side. Look at that. Which one had the nice grain? Oh yeah, this one. This one does as well, bro. You're right. Oh. Yeah, Omega, that's very useful skills to have, brother. Or sister, I don't know. So, this bowl only goes this deep. So, we can get fucking weird. We can get weird with this one. Like, we can do something. If I take... If I cut a little archy arch in that one. Yeah, good. Pretty much everybody in here is a crafter of some kind. I'm gonna take this to the bandsaw and try to get a little arch cut out of the bottom if I can. Why? I don't know. But it's got a little arch cut in the bottom now. So each pipe will be different, dude. That way, you know, people can look at them and find one that speaks to them or whatever, you know, find one that is theirs. I don't necessarily like the little scroopy part I put in there. I don't like that part right there. You know what? I want to cut. Let's cut that off right there. Mr. Chisel, Mr. Mallet, I got a little job for you, bud. Let's lock it down in here. Excuse me. Excuse. You know what? We could actually do the raised bowl on this one, guys. Like we were talking about with the other one. Yeah. Guess we can. Load them. I can't, dude. I would get in trouble. You have to have licensing and shit in California to do that. I'll tell you what I did make recently was I made a smoking blend for myself of some mullein that I had growing out in the yard, wild, and then some spearmint, and then a little bit of mulberry leaf, and I dried them all, and I made a nice little smoking blend for it. Yeah, there's like a amount of plants you can have too, but you can't like sell it. Like you can't load a bowl and sell it to somebody without a license legally. But I made a nice little mullein, mint, mulberry leaf little smoking blend just for relaxation because I quit smoking cigarettes 9 months ago. But I've wanted to like have something to smoke on like a Friday night to like have a beer and smoke or whatever. So I made a mullein smoking blend. It turned out pretty freaking good, dude. But yeah, so Omega, these pipes are. I'm going to a reggae show. I have a vendor booth reserved at a reggae show this summer. That's like an all-day festival thing, and so I'm gonna make a bunch of pipes for that. And I can't load bowls for that there and sell them. I would get in trouble probably. You know. Vape pen using the Mullen, and yeah, you know what, dude? It's like I bet that would be all right. Well, that sounds terrible. The rest of that sounds terrible, but I just wanted something to smoke on a Friday night, like a cigar type thing. But like it can't have nicotine in it, dude, because I will become a cigarette smoker instantly. I think. I don't think there's. I don't think there's an amount of a cigarette that I could smoke without instantly starting to crave cigarettes super hard again. You know, I think if I smoked one cigarette right now, I would. There's a solid chance I would end up buying a pack, dude. And I don't want to. I tell you, dude, there's a program out there. It's an app. It's called Quit Sure. QUITSURE. Quit Sure. It's an app. It costs $40 for the app, and you quit smoking in 6 days with it. I uh, I smoked for 30 years, dude. I tried everything I could to quit smoking, and for a long time. And then I finally tried that Quit Sure, and I quit smoking in 6 days, dude. I haven't smoked since. It's been 9 months, I think. Once you have to get through the nicotine replenishment cycle thing, dude. You have to get through that, and then once you get through that, it gets a lot easier. But there is still like the ingrained like social relaxation thing of like chilling on a Friday night and smoking. That I still have. I still have that desire to smoke as a relaxation activity. So making the Mullen blend with the spearmint and shit helps me out a lot. We're going chisel with this, dude. It's taking too long like that. See the tendency with smoking, dude. It's all about replenishing nicotine levels in your body, and so like the tendency is to constantly use more and more and more and more and more. You know, if you can withstand that, then good on you, man. But for a lot of people, most people, you know, like chain smoking is just it's just the result of nicotine withdrawal and replenishment, dude, that eventually goes so far that you just like fucking nonstop intake nicotine. But yeah, I'm glad to be off the cigarettes, dude. I feel a lot better. I can fucking run. I can run more. I can do a lot more shit. It's nice. It's nice to be off the cigarettes after 30 years. But I'm not deceiving myself, dude. I know for sure that if I went and smoked a cigarette right now, I'd be a fucking cigarette smoker again. For sure. I vaped for a while too to get off cigarettes, and I ended up vaping more than I smoked. And I think it's because with cigarettes, it's like a ritual. You got to go outside and light up your smoke and smoke the smoke. But with a vape, you can just rip that son of a gun whenever, dude, wherever. And that resulted in me just constantly hitting it, you know? This is going to be a really weird little pipe, dude. I don't like the little, I don't like the little swoopy thing. The little swoopy thing on the bottom. Taking this as a bandsaw real quick, dudes. I'm gonna get rid of that swoopy thing, dude. I can't look at it. Then we're gonna go over to the belt sander. Over to the belt sander. I made my own juice for a while too, Lions. I was making, my favorite flavor was to mix vanilla ice cream and coffee flavor, bro. Woo! That was so good. That's nice. I like how this one's turning out. This one is turning out pretty good. Little swoop to the right. Digging it, dude. I'm gonna call this one ready for sanding, dude. Then we have this one, dude. Then we have this one. You like that one, Pixel? The little swoop to the side, almost like a raindrop or whatever, or a comma. Dude, you guys should watch lions carve, dude. I'm telling you. You guys should watch lions carve for sure. If you've never seen dude carve, you need to go watch him carve. He's good. All right, let's do a little recap of what we got going on here. We got We got the little swoopy to the side, comma pipe. Very nice grain, actually. Very nice grain. These all still need to be sanded and finished. Then we have this strange shape. All right, Beard, good to see you. I hope it doesn't end up like my last clothes dryer repair where we had to replace it. We got this one. Oh, this is the one that I blew out the side right there, dude. This is garbage. Garbage. I still have some blanks over here, or what's going on with these blanks? Oh yeah, those were also garbage. So that's the bullshit table. Then I got this one, dude. This little guy. Then we have tree pipe, which is a favorite of mine so far. I really like tree pipe. Tree pipe is also ergonomic to holding in this hand. And we've got these little guys. Van, what's up, dude? You guys think I should make more tree pipes? Then we have this one that has the little arm to hold on to. Then we got Van. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Hope all is well. And we've got this little guy. So how many pipes is that we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 so far, and I'd like to have 50 ready. I'm a curve to the right kind of way. The Gandalf pipe. So to make the Gandalf pipe, I need to like make a device that can steam the wood, and then I need to make a little jig to bend it. It's not impossible, but I will. I probably will end up making a Gandalf pipe one day, or they call it a lore warden pipe. I think something like that, some kind of warden pipe. But I did in the mail today. I got these 6-inch, I think they're called aircraft extension bits. So now I can drill like 6-inch long draft holes. So my pipes can get much longer now. You got Manzanita? You on the west, dude? You on the west coast, bro? My yard's full of Manzanita. I love Manzanita, dude. In fact, if you're on the west coast, then you probably know what madrone is. And I have some chunks. I've got some chunks of madrone burl, dude. Hard as hell. Well, dude, then you should probably go sit on your toilet, my dude. I don't even know if you spelled diarrhea right, my guy. Sit on toilet. Yeah, you know what? If you're gonna have diarrhea, you might as well have it on the toilet with a nice hand-carved tree pipe, dude. Oh, Northern Arizona. Okay, yeah. We got Manzanita here. We have madrone. Keyboard diarrhea. Is it sunset, guys? You guys want to go see the sunset, bro? Let's check it out, dude. Let's take Diarrhea Mouth over there with us. What's big, dude? Oh, yo, the snow peas are starting to produce. I'm going to eat that one. Snow peas are producing. Carrots are growing. Lettuce is doing good. Bok choy is doing good, dude. Strawberries have been producing. We got tomatoes doing good. We got all these peppers pumping, bro. Broccoli doing good. Celery got mowed down by the deer. These are all beans right here. This will be like a big 8-foot long bed of beans, sunflowers, more beans, strawberries. This bed is planted with Moon and Stars watermelon, and some are popping up right there. Those are little watermelons, dude. Here's my chamomile. Been harvesting a lot of chamomile. This is my butternut squash, and it almost all died, dudes. It almost all died because I took it from a nursery where it was pretty well shaded, and I put it right here in full all-day sun at 3,000 foot elevation, and it almost all died. So I ended up hitting it with a nice layer of straw to hold the moisture in, and hitting it with some fertilizer, dude. Some organic fertilizer. Hell yeah, Van. It's good to see you though, man. But they're coming back. The butternut squash is coming back strong. I feel good about it. And here we go. Bam. Mulberry's got little fruits on it. Here's the manzanitas, dude. I'm leaving these little banks of manzanitas right here because the quail really like them. You know, the quail really like the manzanita, and I think they're like making babies in here. So we're gonna leave these big manzanitas for those guys, for the quail. We'll let nature have this part of the yard. And sunset, brother. There's some burned manzanitas from the fire. This was all a burn scar. All of this was a huge burn scar. Oh, is it really worth that much? That's wild. That's wild to think about, Lion. Yeah, manzanita bark is crazy, dude. Look at this. Crazy bark, bro. And the inside of the wood is like purple and pink, dude. And then this one right here is a ceanothus, which is a pioneer plant. I did a whole video on the ceanothus, dude, so you can find it in my short videos, I think. All about ceanothus being a pioneer species. It is a fucking great video. It's one of my favorite videos I've ever done. Sun's going down. Anyway, that's the garden in the nature area, my tiny little plot. There's my big rock. There's my terrace garden that I built by myself. That was a bitch. There's a big retard. What's up? What's up, dude? What up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, big dude? Whoa, hey. All right, my guy. Oh my God. I gotta go take him for a walk, man. That's what he's saying with that, so. Yeah. He's pumped. He needs to go take a walk. That's what that activity means. Crazy man. Yo. Don't get all like that, bud. Yo, thanks, Lion. Good to see you, man. Jackie, Mike, everybody. Omega, welcome. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. That was fun. The pipe collection's getting bigger. I was thinking this one's starting to look like a little bird. Make it into a little bird one. Anyways, later, y'all. Appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe.